The views and opinions expressed on GoPro Radio Network shows are solely those of the speakers and are not necessarily the views or opinions of GoPro Radio Network Inc. or its affiliates. These broadcasts are provided on the understanding that they do not constitute professional advice or services.
I really think cheating actually begins when you conspire in your brain and you make the plan.
The lust in your body.
The lust in your body. I think that's when cheating starts. Do you always act on it? Not all the time. It depends on the person. But flirting, sometimes, I remember sometimes, like in a relationship, you'll read your lover's phone or your significant other's phone and you see "Hey babe" from somebody else. Now, is "Hey babe" flirting, or is that how they address each other? You understand what I'm saying? Is it just a matter of...
That's what I said. It's all in perception.
It's all in
what
perception,
aspect.
Right.
Anything can look a certain type of way. Some things can be an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I could be holding up 4 fingers and really be holding up 3 fingers. It's like one of those, like, some things are just, everything isn't what it seems, right?
I always say with cheating, you gotta look at, or flirting, you look at the context clues. You know how you don't understand a word in a sentence, and you have to look at all the surrounding aspects to make sense of the word. I feel like with flirting and cheating, that is what it is. Oh. Thank you very much.
We couldn't hear you.
Thank you very much. That's the boss, everybody.
All right, but no, I'm gonna read exactly. Definition of flirt.
Okay.
Is a verb.
An action. Which means you have to do something.
Behave as though attracted to or trying to attract someone, but for amusement rather than serious intentions.
So flirtatious can be fun.
All right. Synonyms. Toy with, tease, lead on, amused. All right. And an example is it amused him to flirt with her, right? Now, this is we have more than one definition for things. Experiment with or show a superficial interest in an idea, activity, or movement without committing oneself into it seriously, right? Now, here's an example: a painter who had flirted briefly with cubism. Synonyms: dabble in, toy with.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that too. It could also
amuse oneself with. All right, so that means that you can flirt with items and not people. You can flirt with things.
Give them personification and flirt. Yes, you can.
Now, all right. So this has opened up a whole other can of worms for me. This is like,
great.
Because you know how sometimes we have our hood meetings of things,
right?
And then we have the meetings that we talk amongst our own friends,
right?
Things that's esoteric that only we know about, our inside jokes with words.
Yes. Okay.
So if it's for my amusement or if it's for me to amuse somebody for something but not serious intention, all right, I get where that's coming from. Now the part is how can we classify what it is? How can we classify exactly at every point?
The context clues.
The context clues, but even sometimes, who knows?
Because I guess if you look at it as with your intention and how far you going with your intention.
See,
there you go.
Right Now you know how hard it is to judge the intent of somebody's heart.
I don't really think it can actually
happen.
It can be determined, right? I don't think it can be determined.
All right, but it's sometimes it's how you say things, but it's different from.
It's also the case of actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, possibly.
It's that
because communication is probably what is
it's key.
But communication is 30% verbal and 70% nonverbal.
Right, that's very true.
So it's like it's I guess touching or whatever the case is. It's up to you. But the square root of all of it is, if you're with somebody, right?
That was my square root.
If you're with somebody, right? Whether it's flirting, whether it's farting, whether it's burping or whatever, if you're doing something that they dislike,
right,
you should try to stop that.
Yeah.
And my thing is this: if you can do it with me around, then feel free. But if you feel like you have to hide and do it, or if you feel like you couldn't do that in front of me, or whatever,
do you feel like that's the part where it goes to cheating?
That's where it's guilt. That's where it's guilt at.
Okay.
Because a lot of us lack integrity.
Right.
And for those that don't know what integrity really is, integrity is you can be the same person
when no one is around.
No one is around, and somebody is around. That means that integrity is doing things even though you don't have to do it with good intention and continue to do it without any reward. Right. It's all of those things tied into one. So, with that being said, to the listeners, All right, so if you're if you're at the supermarket and you're getting cold cuts, right, and you say, okay, I see you, you gonna hook a sister up? That's flirting.
That is flirting.
But however, I'm not gonna take offense to it.
Right. Because you want your $2 extra spiced ham. Two.
But not only that, I know the intention. I know the intention ain't come lay in the bed with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But what if the deli man is an old Idris Elba twin, a little bit younger, no salt and pepper, black? He just so happened to be sweating. He was grinding, cutting the meat all day.
All right,
you don't know. Maybe her intention was like, damn, he's cute.
All right,
but
so
let me say,
hey,
right.
I don't take offense to whatever, because to me, man, if you could take my girl, she was never my girl. That's old school pimp talk right there.
That's for real.
You know what I'm saying? But anything other than that, it's like if you're doing something and your significant other tells you that, yo, I don't like when you do this, or I perceive it this way when you do this, all right, you can justify it all you want, but you have to compromise and figure out, like, what am I doing wrong? Or, try to change how she's looking at it, or he is looking at it,
right.
And maybe, that can meet a mutual ground.
Right.
The worst thing that you can do is just say that you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong, and whatever, because at the end of the day, when you're on a team, it's not about who's right or wrong.
Right.
You're trying to score those points, and you're trying to be progressive. So it really doesn't matter who's wrong or right. It's all about being productive.
I also think it's like you can go from one extreme to the next, from vague, as in what is considered flirting, and cheating as vague, and then it's prominent, exact things. Like, for instance, you get a hey babe at 3:00 in the morning. Yeah. It could be a best friend.
Yeah, but how I do everything with
certain times,
you get the benefit of the doubt
morning,
at first,
right?
And I'm like, listen, that's why I said last show, whatever, I have guidelines,
rules,
and regulations. So you can't say that I didn't tell you, because prevention is better than the cure.
That is true.
So, ladies and gentlemen, is flirting cheating? Well, apparently it looks that way. Right. But however, what you classify as flirting is all in perception of what you think or whatever. Somebody might think saying hey to a female is cheating. Some people might think physical contact is flirting, which is cheating. So talk to your partner about it, and you set these boundaries and you set these rules and on what you can and can't do. Mm-hmm. And then everything will be cleared up, because maybe it's some things that I'm doing that I don't know that it's flirting, or I don't know that it can take offense to you, and vice versa. So why don't we come together somehow and just be like, yo, you know what? I don't like when this happens. Yeah. And if you think if you're the type of person like me, like I'm naturally friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like I like the company of females or whatever. I got homegirls and stuff, and I'm like, hey, what's up, hon? This, that, and third. But to me, it was innocent, because I wouldn't take it no type of way if, I was raised around women that call men hon. All right. Yeah. So it's like I wouldn't think no type of way of it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I thought the same thing in return, but however, and the situation with my significant other was like, I don't like that.
Right.
I want to be the only one to be called hon.
Okay.
All right, so now I can do one or two things. I can be defiant and try to,
call everybody hon.
I can be defiant,
honey bun, say honey bun.
And I can choose opposition, or I can kind of compromise and say, yo, I'll try my best not to, or explain to me why not to. So everybody just please, like, communication is key.
It is.
So please put these rules and guidelines. I don't like rules. I don't like. It's needed, obviously. All right.
Yes,
so that concludes it, man. Bottom line, face the facts as approved into the English language.
Maybe lying is cheating.
Flirting is kind of cheating.
Yeah, right. Flirting is cheating. Maybe cheating is flirting. Maybe it is. It's all subjective.
It's all of your perception. Yeah. So an opinion's like an asshole. We all got
one. And some of them stink.
This is Face the Facts, man. We'll be back.
You're listening to content developed by the GoPro Radio Network, the fastest growing network in the galaxy. GoPro Radio Network. Listen to the voices in your head.
You're listening to